friends, Nate here. I would like to talk today about dualities. It's a really big thing that bugs everybody. Basically, it's when you have two ends of the same spectrum around the same issue. Pregnancy is a great example. One hand, you want the kid. On the other hand, oh man, my life is about to change. I'm scared. What do I do? A new job, same thing. I want the new job. I want the new money. I'm scared of the people. I'm scared of the change of venue. I'm scared of who knows what. Change of lifestyle, expectations at home, lots of things. There's good and bad to just about everything. There's good and bad to everything. So what you end up with is a situation where no matter how good something may be as it seems like it's coming along, there's downside to it. You end up thinking about the downside. You end up worrying about what would otherwise be a beautiful, wonderful situation. How do you pay taxes on the $27 million you just won? Is it going to cause a fight? Do you want to share it with whoever else? There's a lot of issues that even winning the lottery can cause. Just imagine anything that you really want in life and think about the pluses and the minuses, and chances are good it'll end up bogging you down and you won't do it. That's what happens all the time. People think, I want a new job, but I don't want one enough to go get it. I want to change my relationship, but this one's kind of comfortable, so I'll just leave it like it is. There's so many things like that, and it gets in the way of everything. Anything that you could ever really want, if you've got the duality of it, you're going to work against yourself. You will take steps to go for it and then take steps back. You'll make some progress and then you'll stop. You'll go forward a little bit and then you'll roll back, backslide, change, get distracted. A lot of times it comes up as simple things like distraction. You just don't have the focus to do it. You don't even notice that you didn't do it until you look back a few months later and once again it's a project that's not complete. These dualities are rough. They're everywhere in everything. And the more dual-minded you are on something, the harder it is to accomplish that thing. The people that are dead set on accomplishing something generally do it. Anything is possible if you put your mind to it. I know it's cliche, everybody's heard it before, but what it means is when you decide with 100% of your mental focus that that's what you want, you will achieve it. It's very simple in that regard when you get out of your own way. But instead of being completely for something, you're for it and against it. You want the new job to move to London, but at the same time, whoa, that's really far away, bad idea. So you don't take it and you stay where you are. It ends up a lot of times in people ending up in a rut. Ends up with your life going in the same direction that it always has, which isn't that gratifying because you're not growing, you're not making the progress. A big part of what is rewarding about life is making progress, getting better at something, accomplishing something you've never accomplished before, going someplace you've never been before. But if you've got that duality of it, you're not going to. You will accomplish a tiny percentage of what you otherwise could accomplish if you just had reckless abandon and lived life to its fullest. I know it's kind of a scary concept, the concept of reckless abandon, but it's not. Really what ends up happening is you have direction. People will respect you for it. People will admire you for it. Think of the people you admire. If you think of any of these athletes that are the ones that you've been watching since you were a kid, they decided early on that that's what they were going to do. They spent countless hours practicing in high school or later. They spent countless hours practicing in college. And they still spend countless hours practicing every single day in order to be as excellent as they are at what it is they do. Same with authors, same with entrepreneurs, same with CEOs, and same with anybody else. They do a lot of work to get where they are because they are single-minded on it. And that's something you can do too. There's no real reason why you don't have it in you to accomplish that same thing with that same focus, but all you've got to do is first acknowledge that that's something that's important to you. Acknowledge that dream. It can be from when you were a kid and you wanted to be an astronaut. It can be from when you were little and you wanted to be a ballerina more than anything, but instead you kind of gave it up because it wasn't sensible, because it wasn't what your parents told you should do, or somebody else along the way, or whatever. There are a million reasons why people see both sides to things instead of just, I want it more than anything, I will get it. But when you've got that, it's incredible. You can accomplish anything. And the first thing to do is to get out of your own way. And the way to do that is generally with a quick session. Again, it's 30, 45 minutes or so. You can do that, get it out of your system, so that you can then have a good, even, steady middle ground on everything. Sure, you'll still experience the highs and the lows of life, but you don't have that same duality about things. Accomplishments are still just as thrilling. Failures are still failures. You'll learn from them rather than fearing them, but they're still failures. It's all progress, but you go somewhere with it, and it's fun. It's enjoyable. You can look back and start tallying up all the things that you've accomplished that year. You can start looking at all the things that you've done that you've never thought you could do before. And that's a really rewarding feeling for you and for the people around you, the people that you want to inspire. If you have kids, your kids would love to see you accomplish anything that you can think of because it teaches them to accomplish it. The less of a duality you have, the more focus you have. The more focus you have, the more you will accomplish and the more you will inspire yourself and everyone around you. It is possible to get out of your own way on this, do it, and everyone around you will certainly take notice that you are changing and things are happening in your life and that things are going easier for you.